Alright, here we are for round one with this metallurgic summoning something deck, and this is a pretty decent starting hand. We've got a Prism, we've got a Theorist. I'm going to keep and see how we do. Blue, but I'm playing blue. Nobody else is supposed to be playing blue. Augmenter, that's a pretty good turn 4 play. And we've got the 2 planes for it. Blue-black, control, contraband, kingpin. So artifact, scry 1. Sure, that's fine. I guess we Theorist and start scrying. We block and he gains 1, and that's fine. We've got a turn 3 play of Herald. That won't do much. Actually, is this Subtle Strike? 2-5-0-2. Yeah, you can just hit me for 1. I'm not going to walk into a Subtle Strike. Not going to do it. Filigree Familiar. The puppy. Oops, trade request. 1 second, everybody. Let's see. Where were we? It's my turn. Herald of the Fair, I guess. Blocks. We could just revoke, but it seems early to revoke. I feel like I want to revoke a flyer or something. So yeah, let's just drop a Herald. Pump the Theorist. We're not going to attack because we're going to want to scry. And pass the turn. There we go. Trade finished up. I was just trading off the cards for, I forget his name, John. For John for last month. One of these sponsored drafts. Cogworker's Puzzle Knot. Sure, I can block those. You get to scry 3 times. That's pretty good. Is it just going to be top, top, top? Ooh, bottom. Getting some value. Oh, not 3. This doesn't make 2 servos immediately. Bottom, top. Good to know. No attacks, so I'm going to say he doesn't actually have Subtle Strike in hand. Doesn't actually have it. We could Prism and exit. Oh, I didn't scry. It's been so long since I've played Ether Theorist. We could Prism Servo Servo. We could Augmenter Servo Servo. We could Augmenter Counter Counter. Get a 4-3. I guess that blocks his entire team. It's down to 3 cards. Yeah, let's make a... No, he didn't attack, so I don't think he has Subtle Strike. So let's draw a card. See what we get. See what we get. We get... Oh, a different option. Glint Nest Crane. So what artifacts could we hit? We could hit a Bastion Mastodon. It would suck if we throw away our metallurgic summonings. But it does get us a flyer, which is going to start hitting him. So let's just do it. Blocks really well as well. We lose an Ether Trade Winds and an Experimental Aviator. So we don't hit anything. We get 4 cards closer to our metallurgic summonings. So that's a thing. And we'll pass the turn and continue to dirtle some more. All of the dirtling. Uh-oh, this is a fast... Ooh, self-assembler. Alright. Well, that's going to get probably revoked, I suppose. You got another one? You do have another one. I will remember to scry this time. Or not. I am missing a stop. So as I mentioned, I formatted last week. I'm missing a stop that I normally have I think I normally stop at the end of their main phase. No, I guess I'll just learn to be more careful about that. I'm so used to hitting F2 twice around here. Yeah, I think before my format I used to have a stop on their second main, but that doesn't make sense to have one there, so we'll just play a bit more carefully. Okay. I would not mind rebuffing that second self-assembler. So we're actually going to do servo exhibition, get a couple of servos. We're going to have to take a hit from that self-assembler, but that's fine. We could even chump block with it. I'll fly in for 1. Where am I? Oh, it's on the... No, it's not the damage step that I used to have a stop on. I think I did just used to have a stop here on the main phase, and that's why I'm so used to just paying or hitting F2 twice to get to the end step. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm fine taking 4 once. It's not the biggest of deals. Self-assembler? No, sorry. Someday I'll learn how to read the card. Counter target, non-artifact spell. Oh boy, I am out of it today. Super out of it. Well, at least we have ways to shut them down a bit. All right. All right. Let's play smart. Let's start playing smart here. Yeah. No, I'm putting that stop on. I'm sure I had a stop there because I was again just ready to hit F2. All right, let's scry. Island. I mean, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. So I'm just gonna take it this turn. Next turn we'll spend shutting down one of those assemblers. This assembler. We get to keep up Revolutionary Rebuff for a non-artifact spell. A non-artifact spell. Get in for 1. Get in for that 1. Gear Seeker Serpent. For really cheap. That's gross. We're going to have to capture that. I just realized he has this Cogworker's Puzzle Knot without white mana. Interesting. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to kill that. That's just going to die. This feels better. Have to pay F2 here. Scrap Heap Scrounger. There's no sense in countering that. Because he can just almost immediately bring it back. Yeah, that feels a lot better with that stop there. Let's scry planes to the bottom. Draw a planes? Smuggler's Copter. That's pretty decent. Unfortunately, I think I need to shut down that Gear Seeker Serpent this turn. And then I will not bash in for 1. Tezzeret's Ambition. All right. There's your white mana. Man, if I had read my cards and had my stops set properly, we wouldn't be quite in such a bad position. So I could double block and kill that, and he can just bring it back. No, I'll just take 3 this time. And then let's scry. Why you always scrying? Planes again. No. Wind Drake and a Copter. Let's drop a Wind Drake. And then do I drop Copter or do I keep up Rebuff? He would have to cast more than a 4-drop. I think we just dropped the copter. Represents what? 6 in the air, a turn at the moment? Alright. Well, I'll block the familiar. Because you can't cast anything. It all has to go to the serpent. What is it? Just draw a card? I don't want you drawing a card. And then I could double block this. I'd lose a servo? No, I'd lose a theorist. So next turn we can drop the augmenter with a pair of servos, I think, which will help fuel my copter. What you casting? Subtle strike. You can't do that. Wait, what? Oh, this is if it only targets. If it has a single target, but it does not have a single target. Sure, that's fine. That's fine. Ish. It's not great. I'll tell you that much. Boy, not playing Magic for a week. Really fall out of it. Alright, we're dead. We're super dead. Just the deadest that ever deaded. Another puzzle knot, sure. Bottom of your deck must be just nothing but lands. Card on top, sure. Land. Let's drop an augmenter with some servos. Let's crew the copter with a servo. Let's bash in for 5 and loot. We'll probably end up keeping this rebuff. Ooh, turtle. What does turtle block? It doesn't block the familiar. Doesn't block that. Blocks just the servo. So I think we do just keep the... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rebuff is starting to get really bad, actually. So I think we do discard the rebuff. In for 5. You take 5. Impeccable timing. Should I have kept the rebuff? Oh, this is impeccable timing, isn't it? Opponent took too long. They were thinking it through. They were thinking, can I cast it? Ooh, okay, no timing. Yeah, let's drop a turtle. Pass the turn. Servo? Sure. Despite all of the mistakes I've made, this has still been a fairly fun game. Team, but you don't have 2 white for an inspired charge. Well, let's kill that. And let's block that. And let's take one of your servos. And take 5. What you got? Nothing? Okay. Just wanted to clear the board a bit. Ew. Yeah, we're super behind now. Tezzard's ambition. Sure. Let's leave up a white. Although we're leaving up anything, technically. Can't cast either of those. So I could crew copter, bash in, loot, 2 blockers, boop and boop. We take 1, 2, 3. Sure. Seems fine. Let's crew the copter. Attack with the copter. Loot. Disappearing act. It's down to 1 card. Yeah, let's pitch the disappearing act. Down to 14. What you got? Oh, you're going to make a servo. Oh, no, you're going to bring that back. Right. So we block that, and we block that. We take 3, 4, 5, 6. We go to 1. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Block, block. 3, 4, 5, 6. Tricky tricks. Ooh. No tricky tricks. My opponent just assumes because I'm at 1, they're going to win. They would be somewhat correct in that thought. So we could drop a camel. Gives us 2 blockers. Then we could drop an innovator. That gives us 3 blockers. And we still take 2. Well, we can drop the innovator and see what we draw. We draw a land. So we can malfunction the Aetherborn. Block the familiar. Block that, and we still take 2. I guess we loot and see what we can get. But I do believe we're dead. We are dead, so we will concede. That was fun. That was actually really fun. I enjoyed that. What can we do? What can we do? Ceremonious rejection comes in, I think. What comes out? Perhaps the inspired charge. I don't think we win that way. Let's do that. Let's see how this goes. We got stomped. Well, I wouldn't even say stomped, but we lost. But it was an enjoyable loss, which hasn't happened in a while in Kaladesh for me. All right, we're going to play first. What do we get? I guess it's a hand. Yeah, let's keep. Flooding will be a pain, but otherwise it's fine. Opponent's gone to 6. We got a chance here. Opponent kept 6. That wasn't part of the deal at all. Not at all. All right. Island, you got it. Step 1 of flooding. But hey, now we can cast everything in our hand. Slash entire deck? I don't think we have any 6-drops. Prophetic Prism, sure. In for 2. Don't do this to me, Magic Online. What you got? Contraband Kingpin, sure. And a missed land drop. Well, I mean, our deck is still just being an absolute jerk. But maybe we have a chance. Ah, they got their land drop right away. Foundry Inspector. Okay. All right, I guess. In for one. Ooh. We spooked him. All right, let's drop him Bastion Mastodon. Good old Mastodon. It's going to give me some good attacks. Then we've got Tezzert's Ambition, which I'd prefer to keep until we have Metallurgic Summonings down, but if we start to run out of cards, we'll have to play it. Ether Meltdown. Womp womp. Well, we've got trade wins for that, and I believe something else that bounces. Disappearing Act. We've got options. Our opponent's missing another land drop, it looks like. Scries to the bottom. Digging for that land, it looks like. You should come in with both. Okay. Hey, that works. Definitely works. Let's drop that down. Give us some flyers. Give us a way to start finishing this game off. Kind of wish I had my Inspired Charge in my deck now. Let's see if we had the sideboard bug. And it didn't actually get sideboarded. Oh, it actually got sideboarded. That's a shame. Attacking. Blocking. Weld Fast Wing Smith. Sure, that's fine. Holy deck. Alright, we will bash in for 2 in the air. Gotcha. So I'd prefer to what? Revoke the serpents and whatnot. So I guess we just Ambition, which kind of hurts because that would have been one of our big payoffs for the summonings. But it's not like we've seen the summonings yet at all. We do get Disappearing Act, which is going to be really good to bounce that Bastodon. So we'll keep up 3, which means we can drop a 5-drop. So we can still drop Augmenter. Puzzle Knot? Sure. So you're going to swing in the air for 3? That's fine. I would have expected him to keep that Puzzle Knot back so that this could fly and stop me from attacking with my Thopters. But he'd rather race. Totally fine by me. I will block. And a pass of the turn. Herald. I think I maybe like Herald, actually. Augmenter uses our mana a little bit better. We've got, what, 8? Yeah, let's go with Augmenter. Augmenter, make some servos. Hopefully counter something really big next turn. Make a couple of servos, bash in the air for 2. Alright, what do I get to counter? Self-assembler? Gear Seeker Serpent? Something even worse than that? Let me see. I'm going to take my hand very far away from the F2 button. Opponent's thinking. They must have choices in hand. Choices are often bad for us. Five lands, turn 8, so they're off 3 land drops. Team. I want to know what you have. Sure, let's get rid of that. Let's block one of those. I'll take 4. What's your trick? Rush of Vitality. I don't think so. I'm gonna have one hell of a crackback this turn. Glint Nest Crane. 4, 5, 6. We can take him to 10. Let's drop Herald first. Beef up that servo. In with team except for Aviator. Take him to 9. And then Crane feels kind of bad. Yeah, let's just drop the Bastodon. All right, good shape. Good shape. We are literally never going to see metallurgic summonings ever. We are just not going to see it. Sure thing. So we're going to get in for 2, take him to 7. Getting there. If they just cast self-assemblers every turn, that's slow enough for me. In for 3? Sure. Hello. If only we had instants and sorceries. I believe we're still going to cast it. Glint Nest actually looks a bit better now too. Now that we know we're not going to throw that away. But, I mean, that's not going to do what we wanted it to do. So if I revoke the Self-Assembler and come in with Bastion Mastodon, it can't die, so we'll do that. In, and in. We could come in with everything. He blocks... That goes to 10, takes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, dies. Blocks that, goes to 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, goes to 1. Yeah, let's just come in with team. Goes to 1 by my count. Or wipes out his board almost. And goes to 4. I'm pretty okay with that too, I think. So, guess we Glint Nest Crane rather than summonings. Plus we get to see what we would have done. So had we have done summonings, we would have drawn Prism, Copter, Windrake, and Island, so nothing that would have done anything with it. Instead, we can take Smuggler's Copter and immediately play it. And that's what we're going to do. Copter. think we're going to win this one. We've got 6 in the air. Wow. I just looked over the clock. We've been playing this for 30 minutes. We've been recording this for 30 minutes. I only have 9 minutes left on my clock. It's a long match. I'm impressed if you guys are sticking with this. So we need to do a fast game 3. A fast game 3. What you got? Shrewd negotiation. But that's my copter. I will crew it. No, that doesn't make any sense. Crewing doesn't tap it. There's nothing I can do here, right? He can crew it, but it'll have summoning sickness. Crew it and block, which is a pain. Yeah, sure. That's your copter now. Oh, I want to draw shrewd negotiation of my own and trade them back. No attacks makes sense. Yes, we did it. We did it. Ooh, I kind of want to take the 2 turns though, so that we can actually make a 5/5 off of summonings. What happens if we do that? We don't die. So yeah, let's drop our... Let's come in with the Bastion Mastodon. And if he blocks Copter and Wingsmith, we kill the Wingsmith. I guess maybe he just blocks with Copter. And he gets a loot. That would be fine, actually. No, we're in the block step. He is going to take... Oh, okay. I would have taken that. So he's just going to go up to 5 and have almost no board left. That's fine. That's totally fine. So we could actually shrewd negotiation, take his Wingsmith. No, I think we just take the Copter. I can do this too. Hey, we got there. All right, 7.5 minutes to win game 3. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I think we just go back in. We could play that puzzle knot, actually. Do I want to? Not terribly. No, I don't think we do. Let's just jump back in. 7.5 minutes. We can do this. We can play fast with very few mistakes. We don't make mistakes, ever. Just ignore the first 5 minutes of this video. You've probably forgotten it by now anyways. It never happened. Never happened. All right. Opponent's here. We're ready to play fast, get our time back. That seems like a very keepable hand to me. We've got ourselves a 2-drop. We've got a counterspell against all of his artifacts like that. So we'll pass the turn. We've got a Theorist on turn 2. We got Malfunction that we just drew. Whoa, turn off auto yields. Too late, but Prism's fine. So as much as I need to F6, I shouldn't F6 when I have a counterspell in hand. Hey Copter, how's it going? How's it going? Going good? Going good. Inventor's Fair. Well, let's drop a Theorist. Let's crew the Copter. Let's bash in for 3. Let's loot. I will throw away... I guess the Revolutionary Rebuff that I just drew. Pass the turn. Play a colorless spell, I dare ya. I dare ya. I dare ya. Cast nothing. But my plans. Well, let's crew the copter. Let's hit you for 3. Let's loot. Ether meltdown. Sure, I guess. So now our copter's just kind of an annoying looter. I will loot. Aviator seems good. Ugh, all these cards seem good, actually. I guess we pitch the malfunction? Yeah, let's pitch the malfunction. Hit our opponent for -1. Pass the turn. Scrap heap scrounger? No, sorry. Opponent's really hurting on colors too. Yeah, let's go AVA. No, let's go Bastion Mastodon. That's going to finish the game way faster. I will hold up the Scry. Foundry Inspector. Sure, that can be revoked. You should equip it. Oh, you can't even pay to equip it. That's fine. So we'll scry end of turn. Next turn we'll play Privileges, swing in with Bastodon. Oh, that feels so much better with that stop there. Shrewd Negotiation. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Let's put that on top. We're not going to use it, but we're not going to use it right now, this second, but we will be using it. So let's do that. Let's bash in for 4. Gotcha. What you got? Gear Seeker Serpent. Gross. Might just have to steal that from you. Yeah, I'm going to steal that from you. How would you like a shiny new Smuggler's Copter? There you go. All yours. Let's give that Vidge. In for 4. Make that unblockable next turn. I think we're going to win. Feeling good. Feeling good. Thank you everybody who stuck with this video. So artifacts have hexproof, that's fine. If you control the artifact with the highest converted mana cost, you don't. Okay, so it's a 1/4. I guess it's a 2/6. It's annoyingly large. No biggie though, because he has 3 turns. Let's scry, island to the bottom. Yeah, let's make this unblockable. Get you for... We could do 6 actually if we attack with team, but I don't want to do that. So let's just get in for 5. We're down to 448. Opponent's unfortunately really hurting on lands. I mean, they do have this prism that totally taps for any color. So they're actually not hurting for colors, they're hurting for just lands. Self-assembler, sure, that's fine. They go and get another self-assembler. That's fine. We just pay the mana, attack in, take them to 2. They'll go to 3, and then they require an answer to the serpent. Ooh, Herald. That doesn't do it, unfortunately. We could make this a 6/7, but that would not do it. So we just continue this plan. Should have scryed, but I'm definitely playing fast to not die on the clock. All right, do they find an answer? Let's hope they don't. Uh-oh, black. Although if they do find an answer, we just start aviatoring them. They can block with my copter, but they'll still be taking 1 a turn. Alright, what'd you find? Shrewd negotiation. Oh no! Alright, so the plan then becomes Aviator. And pass the turn, and then we have lethal in the air. Except he has a copter, but I think we're still fine. We'll need to scry end of turn. Kingpin, sure. Oh, he's going to gain a life a turn, though. And we're only going to be doing 1 damage a turn. That's actually pretty problematic. Okay. We can do this. We can find a way. In with Gear Seeker. Sure, I'll take 5. Okay, we might actually lose this match. Self-assembler, sure. We might actually just lose this match. Card to the bottom? Bottom? Bottom. Top. Ew, don't like it. Alright, let's scry. Nimble Innovator. I guess that's fine. We'll draw a card off of it. Ooh, Ether Trade Winds, eh? That's interesting. We can actually bounce the Aviator, bounce that. Yeah, I like that a lot. So we will come in with the Thopters. You'll take 1. That's only gonna do 1. You're gonna gain 1. But then we get to Ether Trade Winds and make some more Thopters. Oh, he gets to loot. That's a problem. Oh, I hope he pays for that serpent. Pay for the serpent. Alright. What's your plan if I do that? No trick? I don't know what to do about that. And we'll still do it. We'll still do the plan. I expected us to get a trick out of that. I guess he can recast it for blue, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, blue. Jeez, another Kingpin. We are both very dirtily decks. Gear Seeker Serpent, sure. More stuff. Oh, okay, you're going to equip it. I see. because you're going to want to bash in with that as fast as humanly possible. Ooh, Disappearing Act. That could be fun. Alright, so we will go Experimental Aviator. You know I got it, so here you go. Make some more Thopters. We will Herald of the Fair one of these Thopters. Which you will block. You will go to 3. You will gain 1. You will stay at 4. You get to loot. That is fine. We're close to catching up our opponent on the clock here. They're getting crazy card draw between my Copter and their Padim. I feel like he just needs to start hitting me with that unblockable. Sure, Theorist doesn't do anything. Block. No, malfunction. That's fine. Ooh, captured by the consulate. Yeah, that's not attacking anymore. In the air for 3, you will take 2, which takes you down to 3 at the start of your turn. And then I think we just keep up Disappearing Act to get more Thopters. More Thopters! All the Thopters. Just every Thopter that ever thopped. We are officially head on the clock, finally. Oh, you're going to select for inspection that. That's a pain. Probably should have Disappearing Act that, but that's fine. I could still just Disappearing Act it when he casts it. Filigree, gain 2 life? That's really obnoxious, but sure. Stop gaining life. Play your Serpent. Oh, countered. Bouncing Aviator. No way. No way. Oh, he won the counter war. Oh. Gross. Gross. Tasseled Dromedary. Alright. In the air for 3, you will block 1, you will take 2, that'll put you down to 3, you'll go up to 4, that's fine. This is insane. This is going to be nearly an hour long. Alright, so we'll drop the Aviator, we'll drop the Dromedary, pass the turn. What's super fun is I actually have a work meeting in like 4 minutes. Another Gear Seeker Serpent. Oh, we're in trouble. What you got? What you casting? Unblockable? Sure. So do we just win this turn? He blocks 1 and he takes 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's at 4. Yeah, we just win, right? Yeah, we just win. It's going to be a ridiculous win, but we're just going to win. They're going to make us do the win, though. So, attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the air. Let's send a message. Send in the experimental Aviator. Blocks 1, takes 4. We win. Ridiculous game. Absolutely ridiculous game. Come on. Crew your copter. GG's. The time was pressuring. Yeah, the time was definitely pressuring. But that's what happens when you're in dirtily decks like this. So yeah, we win this game. I don't know how we actually pulled that out. I guess we pulled it out by bouncing Experimental Aviator a ridiculous number of times. Should have attacked with the lifelink and kill you with the serpents. It is true. That is what you should have done. All right. So we won. We're 1-0. Hopefully we can do that again in round 2 and round 3, but we'll have to see. This has been a long video. If you guys stuck around for the entire 50 minutes, wow, I'm happy. But we've got 2 more matches, so I'll see you guys for round 2.